Hey, buddies, it's your girl, AyChristene, and today we're checking out planes if they were 10,000 10,000 times better. This is by Ice Cream Sandwich. Links down below to become a patron to get the uncut reaction to the shows and anime we check out. I'm not gonna lie, I've been. We'll talk in a second. Links down below, just like Void, Matt R, Black Ice, hi! You be in the streams. Sad Fishy, Caboodle of Noodles, Star Wish Buggy, Lint Liquor, Javis Chisholm, everybody's favorite name, Fedge Fee, Edge of Faf, okay, and Moot J 33. Now, really quick, I don't know if I want to watch this video because I'm gonna have to book a flight, and I ain't had to book a flight in a long time, and planes ain't been staying in the air like they're supposed to, okay? So, all right, links down below, like I said. Now let's get started.
Be like if flying were 10,000 times better than it is now. One, all you can eat buffet in flight. They save some jello for the rest of us. Yeah, you're taking too much. All you can eat is snooze you lose.
No, because then people are gonna have to go to the bathroom quickly.
You can actually lean back in your chair.
Yes.
Three, the plane would pick you up at your house instead of needing to go to the airport. Honey, our ride is here. How do we get on? The instructions here say a running start. But
a running start is hilarious.
Well, I fixed
Not at all.
Yeah, that's right. Here's what I did with my very smart brain. Step one, I made a list of things wrong with air travel. Step two, I thought really hard with said smart brain.
All right. Oh, wow. He died for a second.
I fixed all of those problems with my own design. And I just gotta say, my solution, it's gonna blow your socks off.
Okay, all right. I want to see it.
Look. That's for later. First, the TSA. When I think of the TSA, I think of that time that they thought I brought a bomb to the airport. We'll cover that story in a little bit. Something I've noticed about every airport that I've been through is that
go back to that.
It's never fully operational. The TSA people are always like, go. I'm on the same page.
They are. It's like a little bit of rush.
We don't have to be all go.
There is like a rush,
a couple more lanes. Then people can rush less. And with less rush, people will make less mistakes. Hey, that guy didn't take off his shoes. Get him!
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you need more people, I can help. Put me in, coach. How hard can it be, huh?
Wow, hilarious.
What did you do? I don't know. The thing I have a lot of trouble with
so
doing
funny.
the whole song and dance with security is it's never consistent. In one airport, it's one thing, but in another airport, you just don't have to do that thing.
Right.
People, come on, shoes off, hats off,
and that's with the taking off your shoes or taking out the stuff out of your bag. Oh my gosh.
Different places, different rules. I just don't like the attitude. Don't roll your eyes at me because I keep my hat on when another TSA agent told me I don't have to like 3 days ago. I get confused easily. And I have trouble following instructions properly. No, sir, your bag needs to go in the bin. We don't need to have such an attitude about it.
That's
you're not allowed to bring also tend to trip me up. I get the majority of things you're not supposed to bring, like don't bring explosives. Not something I'm normally wanting to bring anyway, but yeah, I get it. There was, however, one time when the TSA thought that I brought a bomb.
Well, yeah, tell me.
Extended time, and I was gonna go visit her for like a week.
Okay.
I wanted to bring her a gift. What about a nice, comforting scent from home when she gets homesick? A candle. Perfect. I go through TSA, doing my normal spiel of embarrassing myself while doing something wrong. But after I get through, excuse me, sir, could you step aside? One of the agents has me stand near this table. He takes my bag, puts it on this table, and puts on blue latex gloves. Clearly, he's about to go through my stuff. I don't remember putting anything glove-worthy in my bag. What's he going for? I didn't put any snacks in there that could be like a biohazard. Flight's gonna be long.
I do need someone to explain the food thing to me.
No. Any lighters, matches, or flammable items? No. Did somebody slip something in my bag? I didn't bring anything crazy. Could my
flammable items? Candle.
I think he saw the confusion on my face because after he pulled it out, he said, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna take your candle." What was the purpose of your trip? I'm going to see my girlfriend. That candle is for her. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure there's no explosives in it, and then you'll be good to go. Explosives? In the candle? I know that candle is great, but I didn't know it was the bomb. Apparently what can happen is that explosives can be hidden inside of wax, which then can be used for exploding.
Right.
I was afraid he was gonna like break it or take it apart, but he just wiped it with a cloth, probably with bomb detecting juice. I'm just guessing that's a thing. I don't know. Then he gave me back my bag and my now freshly bomb juiced candle, and I was good to go. I have no idea what they saw in that X-ray, but it must have been weird. All of this is to say, I have a solution to make this process better, but it's only one of the pieces to the whole solution.
Okay, what is it? Okay. Is it coming?
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Safety on.
He got us.
Getting on the plane isn't really that good either. How long it takes to board the plane always takes a lot.
It takes a long. Yes, it does. It does.
Lane, so you can't get around other people when you're shuffling in. And for some reason, there's always someone who doesn't know how to put the square in the square hole.
Right.
All right, let's step aside. Let me do this.
Wow. Hilarious. Oh.
I don't know either. Sometimes
not knowing.
People had to pass a test before getting on the plane. When is he gonna go first? Hey,
he figured it out.
Like that. Sir, please complete your test before proceeding.
He can.
Stupid. But I thought of a solution that makes boarding painless and instant. And that's two solutions right there.
Wow. Seating?
Seating, of course, is the next issue of flying. Got the aisle seat, the middle seat, and the window seat. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna do a tier list of plane seats. Aisle is A tier, window B tier, middle is F tier. Okay, thanks for coming to my tier list.
Hilarious. Yeah, middle is F tier. For real.
Compared to the other seats.
I hate the middle seat.
The armrest rule. The window seat gets the window, the aisle gets the wiggle room, and the middle gets both of the armrests. Because that's fair. Also, look at what planes used to be.
Ample wow.
More arm space. But I will say, at least
they found a way to
iPad thingies in the back of the headrests now.
Hilarious. They found ways to now they cramp everybody up in there.
That I think you'll enjoy. Next up on things to be solved is fear. How can you do that, Andy? How can you claim such things? It's all about
to solve the fear.
You know, I think, Andy, just get it together. It's just turbulence. But honestly,
he's got a lot of pieces. He's not telling them what the pieces are, so I wonder what we're gonna see at the end of this.
It's hard.
I feel like it's gonna be nonsense.
The best thing I can do is browse brain
hilarity
on TikTok, which puts me in a weird trance-like state. It's not a perfect solution, but it gets the job done. I believe there is a much better way to remove fear altogether for those of us who have a tough time with it. Adding this to the pile of solutions we have, we are almost at a complete, perfect flight experience. We are nearly there. Just as a quick aside, this is not really
hilarious.
The worst thing in the world, and I don't want to be such a negative Nelly, but when I choose the Sun Chips as a snack on a flight, and then I open it up, sometimes there's only like 3 chips in there. It's just not that many chips, and if you're watching this and you work at the Sun Chips factory, just like
put some more in there.
More chips. Okay, moving on. Now
hilarious.
That we know the problems, it's time for the solution that's 10,000 times better.
There's
nothing because it's conceptual.
What?
I gotta walk you through it. Firstly, security. Can I go home? No, I'm getting to the good part. Should we just add more lanes to make things go faster? No, that's too simple and thinking small. Instead, we remove the security altogether. When you walk into the airport, you are immediately scanned with a powerful, possibly military-grade X-ray machine equipped to detect any possible contraband or radioactive candles. Now there's no waiting in line. You just walk in and you're good. Incredible. I'm amazed by
look at you. Look at you.
Boarding. You're wondering, how could he possibly imagine a solution to this? There's only one person allowed at a time. You can't squeeze people past each other. It's too narrow. Ye have little faith. See, the problem is that the plane only has one door and one lane. This forces us to have narrow thinking, much like the narrow aisles in the plane. So we need to open our minds and open the plane from the side. If the
other door
from the side, then everybody could just board at once. I also updated the seating for this. If you take the cross section of the front of the plane, it would look like this. But what does this do to the middle, window, and aisle seat conflict? It just eliminates it. If we just put a big old window right here, everybody then has a window seat, everybody has an aisle seat, and the middle seat just doesn't exist.
Your 3D skills are fine. It's the
sorry, I got a little carried away.
The lifting up the side of the plane. I feel like that's
does this fit the same amount of people as
too much of a risk of an explosion.
Because I'm a visionary, not a scientist.
It's okay. It's okay.
Small minds would say impossible to solve, but you forget that
there are drugs.
Here we have a simple cryo chamber. For a simple upcharge, select passengers can
a cryo chamber?
Where they will be flash frozen at a good enough success rate to be stored in the lower section of the plane until they are unfrozen upon arrival. Can't be afraid if you're not conscious. And one last thing for foodie snacks, pneumatic tubes that can deliver beverages and snacks on demand to any seat in the plane. You're welcome. We have changed air travel for the better forever.
The pneumatic
you probably
tubes.
Like this superpowers video. If you like this.
The pneumatic tubes thing, I don't think is a bad idea, right? But yeah, but I don't know, how does that work with pressurized? Because if it's pressurized, right, to some degree, because you got to shoot air through it, how does that affect the pressurization of the plane, the cabin, and therefore our ability to be up in the air? So I don't know. Maybe some type of thing when it comes to ordering food, like any snacks you want. Oh, boom. Any snacks you want, right? Instead of them pushing, come like, oh, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? What would be wonderful is they're on the TV screen, pop up. It's like a big, like how they interrupt. If you're watching a movie or anything, and then the guy goes and muffles the captain. He's like, there's your captain speaking, which is also never clear. Okay. Like, take the mic out of your mouth. But I digress. This is riling me out. That aside, if you can, the screen, when you're watching a movie or watching TV, you're on the screen, it's just this bright screen that's taken over where you can put in your snack and or liquid request. And they can have that stuff ready, go right to the people, and then keep going. Because when they set up the cart, they can set it up in that order and then just pass out anything. And then if anybody has skipped or said, no, thank you, that's also a thing. You can say no, thank you, and then they can skip you. And that's great. Okay. I do feel like we need to stop cramping everybody in there like sardines, give them more space. I'm totally with although I don't want to lean back that far, but having that space would be nice, would be very, very nice. Yeah, I don't like middle seats. I'm a window or aisle seat girly. I prefer the aisle seat because I can leave faster when it comes to leaving. Getting on the plane though, the side door solution, it don't do nothing for me. I'm scared about that when it comes to, again, pressurization. How are we going to make sure it's secure and pressurized when it's such this big door? It's easier to make sure a smaller area is pressurized versus a big door thing as far as the plane. But if we had more aisle space, okay, and I already know that they do call the names based on or your ticket place. Now, tell me this, right? Because I've heard actually two other things. So when I say I know this, I take that. I retract that. I don't know this. There's two different things I've been told. One is, when like the order at which you're called in, I know first class, you get that first class, boom, right? And that's the front of the plane, boom. Now, depending on the number you get and when you're called, is that on how quickly you have checked in on the app beforehand, or is it based on where you're seated? Because if it's not based on where you're seated, it should be based on where you're seated. What it should be is, yes, first class, they pay extra, let them on first. Then after them, let's start loading the plane from the back of the plane to the front instead of the front to the back. That is the problem. And why has no one ever done this before? Like, set the number series of, calling group 1 or group 2. Group 1 should be the back of the plane. That way they are ushering in and going to the back of the plane, filling up the back things that you put your carry-on stuff, your luggage thing, right? You're putting their stuff in there and then getting to the front of the plane. That way it'll be faster because people are going all the way to the end. People don't have to stand and wait for other people that are in the middle that are trying to figure out where to put their stuff, because some of the people already packed up their stuff and it's full. Like it just, why has no one done this? Why am I the first one? Well, I might not be the first one to say this, but why has no one done this? Why is that not being done? Let me know your thoughts down below and your ideas to making flying better. Links down below to become a patient to get the uncut reaction to all the shows and anime we check out. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.